we have some great bubbling activity with our yeast and our water mixture, so we are ready for the next step. And I have my helpers now, so we are good to go. So I have, again, because I'm doing 2/3 of the recipe, I'm aiming for about 8 cups of flour. I've put some in the mixer, and I'm going to add in some water and some more flour, and always trying to avoid the giant poof of flour, but it might still happen. We have it pretty mixed, still very sticky because we do have more flour we're still going to add to it. But I'm actually going to switch at this point and put the flour onto the parchment paper and mix by hand there, and then continue to knead it. And at that point, that is when we will prayerfully be saying the Jesus prayer in your head, in your heart, or out loud. You want to help?
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Okay.
Okay, O Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. O Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. O Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner.
It's okay.
Continue as you knead the dough to monitor if you need more flour, more water. A lot of times it depends on the weather, how the mixture reacts, and if it's too sticky or too dry. You don't want it crumbly, you don't want it sticky. So just, keep a feel on it and know that if it's summer and it's humid, it might be easier than the winter when it's dry. But you just adjust accordingly, adding water and flour as you need. So try to punch it with your knuckles. Fold and punch. Yep. there's our oven preheated. It's 340 degrees for the oven. Let me check yours. Good. Good. All right, so brush some of your flour, guys, to the end. So don't accidentally make it too floury. You have your rolling pins. Once you feel like your dough is a good consistency, you're ready to roll out. Just about 1/4 of an inch thick. It will rise after we roll it out and cut it out. It will rise. You can tell? Maybe scoot your stool closer so it's easier if your stool is closer.
What you feel?
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Mama, can you switch?
I'll help you in a minute, honey.
Oh, so you have to wash this off, right?
Yes. So then you can turn it this way, and go that way, and it'll become a little rounder. Try this one now? I think I'm ready. You want that one to do? Let me do yours short. Good. All right, here you go. You were pretty close. You got it. You're good. Once you have your dough rolled out, you have your biscuit cutters and your Prosphora stamp, which we won't be stamping yet, but just a reminder, the biscuit cutters, just make sure they fit the stamp. Your top piece is going to be smaller than the bottoms. The Prosphora has a top layer and a bottom layer, which we will stick together. The top is a little smaller than the bottom for the cutters, because we're going to stamp just the tops. And so when you stamp down, it will spread a little wider, and then they'll be about the same size. So one thing that's always fun to keep track of when making Prosphora is that you have the same number of tops and bottoms. So as you cut, just like making cookies or any other roll, you want to cut as close as possible so you're not having to re-roll the scraps over and over and over again. So you cut it right next to it.
I know.
Yep, good, and right next to the edge. And then you can do several of one size and then count and do several of the other and just make sure in the end that you have roughly this, same amount of tops and bottoms in that, 20 tops and 60 bottoms. Yeah, that's great.
Can I try another?
Yeah, you want to show them? So did you make a top or a bottom?
I made a top.
The smaller one's the
This is
top.
what it would look like.
Good job, honey.
This one's way better.
Very good.
Okay.
Go ahead and do, if you want to keep doing tops.
I'm waiting.
You're waiting for Judah, and then I'll keep doing
Just
bottoms. Just a second. All right, want to swap? Go ahead.
This is what a bottom should look like. It will be bigger than the tops.
As you break out your pieces that you're cutting, make sure to leave them either on a floured surface or on the parchment paper, because as they sit, they will stick, if not on parchment or flour.
And what she is doing is she's peeling off the dough around it, which I'm really bad at that. So I just spread it out, then I take it out.
Which works too. Always great to have help. Sorry, I don't get it fast.
It's okay. I actually need a small one now.
Okay. Seven tops. All right, thanks, buddy. All right, make this one. Sparky again.
Judah.
Thank you.
Mom.
I'll give it right back.
Actually, I might have to
We're gonna re-roll in just a minute. First, we're gonna line it tops and our
I'm not
bottoms.
sure if it will fit here.
So now we probably need to switch and focus on tops to even out how many we've got going, okay? Let's put the tops on one side and the bottoms we'll keep over here.
These two bottoms.
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, great. Now I need to make way more bottoms.
No, we need tops. Let's count. Let's count and keep track.
1, 2, 3 bottoms. And
There, you got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Right, I'll put the bottoms. You can put the bottoms over here to keep them in one part. Yep, put them in a row. Good. Great.
15 tops. And when you're finished, if you have leftover dough, you can flatten that out really roll it.
We're going to re-roll.
You can do 20 more.
Yeah, we're going to re-roll.
20 more.
Thanks. All right.
Big one. Can you help me?
So you're doing toss, right? More toss.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's good.
How many more tops?
So now, Judah said 20 more.
Yep.
Okay.
Like 15 more.
15. Okay.
This one's not good.
It's okay.
Maybe we just push it back in.
You can leave it again too, right? Do you want it?
No, I want to make a design. I want a big piece to make a design.
We're just doing the press right now. Thanks. That's a bottom. All right. Now do your tops, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna wait for it.
I'm going to be impatient. And then you can practice your math on multiplying.
I don't know how to multiply yet, Mom. I know how to pause. So 26 digits and 21 times. So we just need 9 times, like the tops. You can call me the which for that.
You can count up 5s. Right. 5. 10. You ready to roll a little more, Jude, or are you ready to?
I'm ready to eat.
You roll a little more even?
I don't know if I have enough.
You do. Keep going.
Ooh, I know what I can do. I can press these. Make these movies. I think I can.
I'll roll it up for you in a second, okay?
I can actually fit.
Here, I'm gonna help you roll it even, okay?
36.
And you just probably save your space.
We have equal parts of
36?
now. 36 and 36.
Wow, great.
Mm-hmm. No, okay.
I'm counting 30 of these, Judah. Because these are rows of 5. So we'll do a few more taps. There you go.
Mickey. Mom, I'm still looking.
Okay, we're gonna go over here because we're gonna make. Okay. This is gonna be where we're gonna put another row. It has to be too thick.
Mommy, you took my
I know.
I'm sorry. Give me one. I don't.
We're gonna do it over here. And then I'll cut some more to put in there. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, look, I got to leave off.
Cute.
See, Daddy? Let's put it up. Okay, yes, I'll.
Two more to make it even. And then we'll have enough to probably make one more. Alright, so now we're even, but we have a little more dough, so I'll do one more top and one more bottom. And then we're gonna let everything rest and rise.
I think I get to do pokes.
Yeah. I know.
I think we have enough.
Good. We're gonna do one more though because we still have some dough left.
Then we'll eat it.
All right. And we have now an even amount of our bottom pieces and our top pieces. And now we're gonna let everything rise. If you can go ahead and stamp the tops now. The only problem with that is as it rises, you can lose some of the crispness of the stamp. So I'm gonna let everything rise now for a little bit and then we'll come back and stamp our tops.